Soft confessions when a married woman wants more. You're in a marriage, but that doesn't mean you're immune to wanting something or someone else. And that doesn't just apply to men. Tonight, we're stepping into the quiet, complicated world of women who are married, but find themselves drawn to another man. Is it love? Is it lust? Or is it something else entirely? Let's talk about it. When a married woman feels attracted to a man who isn't her husband, many assume it's because she's fallen in love. But more often than not, it's not love. It's a response to emotional hunger. The truth? Most married women don't fall in love with someone else. What they're really chasing is a feeling they've lost. Attention, excitement, tenderness. Maybe she feels invisible at home. Maybe she hasn't been touched like she matters. Maybe intimacy has turned into routine. That space, the emotional vacuum, is what someone else accidentally fills. But just because someone fills that space doesn't mean he belongs there. It's important to understand, when a woman feels seen, heard, or desired by someone outside her marriage, that moment can awaken a version of her she thought was gone. And that version doesn't always want to run away. Sometimes she just wants to remember. Remember what it feels like to be admired. Remember the thrill of being discovered. Remember that she's more than a mother, a wife, or a responsibility. This isn't about betraying someone. This is about rediscovering herself. More than 70% of women who cheat say it's because of sexual dissatisfaction, not emotional disconnection. That surprises a lot of people, because we've been told women want emotional security, that they're not visual like men. But women want to feel desired too, physically, intensely, honestly. You can be emotionally loyal and still physically starved. For many women, an affair isn't about needing a shoulder to cry on. It's about needing a body that makes her feel alive. Sometimes the affair is just a way of borrowing pleasure to numb pain. Other times, it's an awakening she didn't expect. That doesn't mean she doesn't love her husband. It just means she lost a part of herself, and someone else helped her find it. In that moment, the body speaks louder than the vows, and the silence at home becomes harder to ignore. So how do you know when a married woman is emotionally leaning towards someone else? Start with this. She shares things with him she doesn't share with her partner. Personal stories, marriage problems, intimate frustrations. That kind of vulnerability isn't friendship, it's emotional displacement. Second, she talks down her husband while praising the other man. That contrast isn't random, it's selective comparison. It's also a test when she says, you're so thoughtful. Unlike my husband, she's not just venting, she's hinting. She's opening the door a crack to see if you'll walk through it. Third, physical closeness. A hand on your arm that lingers, a hug that lasts a second too long, or no resistance when the touch is returned. Flirting in this case isn't innocent. It's exploratory, it's calculated. And if she starts joking about sex or making comments that walk the line, it's usually not just a joke. She's signaling. But there's another sign people miss, how she talks about herself. When she begins to express that she doesn't feel like a woman anymore, just a mother or a wife, it's not just a complaint, it's a confession, a plea for recognition, a whisper asking, "Do you still see me?" And that's often the beginning of a new story. A woman who strays isn't always looking for a new man. Often, she's looking for a new version of herself. Someone who feels wanted, someone who feels alive, someone who still believes she can make a man lose control with just a look. The danger isn't the other man. It's the unmet need she's trying to feed. She's not chasing bodies, she's chasing belief. Belief that she's still captivating. Belief that her sensuality didn't die with her vows. And belief that someone, somewhere, might still see her as electric. That kind of belief doesn't need to lead to betrayal. but it often does, because she doesn't know how else to ask for it. She thinks her body is the only language men understand, so she speaks with her eyes, her hands, her dress, and waits to see who listens. If you're the man on the outside, don't mistake attention for affection, or vulnerability for permission. And if you're the woman, ask yourself what you're truly searching for: love, escape, or a reminder that you still matter. Whatever it is, the answer won't be found in someone else's bed. It'll be found in how deeply you're willing to rediscover yourself. This was Soft Confessions. Until next time, whisper carefully.